Hey, I'm Seth Johnson with Land House, and you are watching the Playhouse Build Series. To get started with this build, I need to measure between my trusses here to get the distance for the 2x4 that will connect all of these as blocking. And this makes a big difference in the support of the roof. So let's go ahead and hop up here on the ladder and measure between here. So between one truss and the other here, I have 19.5 inches. Over on the next one, I have looks like 21.25. The difference is because this is an outside truss versus two inside trusses. Luckily we have lots of scraps here to use for these blocking pieces. So my first one's going to be 19.5 here. Go ahead and cut that second one, which was 21.25. Because the trusses have those plywood pieces on the ends, I need to toenail this, but I'm going to use screws today. And to do this, I'm just going to come back about 1 inch to 1.5 inches, start the screw, and then turn it pretty sharp here so that it will go at an angle. Kind of like that. And then I can also flip this over and do the same thing on the bottom for the underside of the trusses. Do that on both sides so that I can easily get this screwed up here without much effort. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and get this board lined up here. Get it into position. Now, one thing to note, make sure that this board is down below the plywood pieces to prevent any interference from when the roof goes up here. Now I can just take my screw and get that installed. Come down below and get the other one. Now swap over to the other side and get those installed. Very nice. Just having those two is already getting this thing firmed up. Now that I have the blocking installed, let's go ahead and put the ladders in. And that's just going to be basically an eave that comes out from this gable end over here. And to do that, we're going to be using the last trusses that were built that only have the one gusset plate on them. So, to begin, let's go ahead and cut a couple of blocks that are 9 inches long. I'm still using some of those scrap pieces we had before to cut my blocking here. I just need 6 of these per side. So you actually need to have 12 of them total. Now I have this truss with the one gusset facing down, and I just want to mark out evenly here for these blocks to go in. So I've selected 4-inch on both sides here, and then come up to, I think I chose 29-inch. These numbers don't really mean anything. I'm just doing it to be consistent. And then lastly, I went up to 44-inch. Now when you put your blocking on there, it's going to be underneath, if that makes sense. And I'm going to do one 3-inch screw and then a nail to hold these into place. So I'm just going to take my block here, put it underneath, kind of matching up those marks that I made. Like that. And then just going to attach a screw in here. And in a minute I'm going to be putting nails on here to make sure everything is nice and secure. But I'm going to go ahead and go down the line and install the other blocks here. Okay, I have a screw in each of these. Let's go ahead and come back and add the nail just to make sure it's nice and secure. Since I'm working alone, I'm going to be using a couple of clamps here to help support the weight of these pieces, just to get them up and installed. So I'm installing the clamp kind of backwards, and this back here is where the piece can rest on as I'm getting it installed. I haven't practiced this, so bear with me if I take forever to get this up here. But the thought is I can just sneak through the gable end here, and if I can get one piece onto this clamp, I should be good to go. But we'll see how well it fits through here. Got it through. Now see if I can line it up on the other clamp down here. Okay, that ought to hold it in place while I make sure things are where they need to be. Just like with the other side of these blocks, I'm going to put a screw and a nail in each of these. Okay, blocking and ladders are done for today. Let's go ahead and take a look at what we've accomplished here. Got this side finished, so it just comes up a little off on that one, but not too bad. It's off in the correct direction at least, instead of being up. So, nice and secure there, across the top, and got this side finished also. Looks pretty good. So, gives us a total of about I think it was 10.5 inches of overhang on the side here. Well, I believe it's going to be good for this video. In the next one, I believe we're going to be installing the OSB roofing with underlayment for hopefully a metal roof coming up soon. And once that's done, this place will not be getting as much water in here whenever it rains. Thank you so much for watching. If you'd hit that thumbs up button and be sure to subscribe. Many more Playhouse videos on the way. I'll see you next time. Bye.